So this exercise is related to complete and balance the equation, and it's about 30 pages are there. So we'll solve like 2-3 pages each session. You can use a screen annotation, chat, or you can also use your mic to answer. Starting with the first one. The ammonia formed react with the nitrogen dioxide to ammonia formed react with nitrogen dioxide to form nitrogen and water, as you can see here. Balance the equation. What is the rule of balancing? First, we start with oxygen, followed by hydrogen, and then other element. First, we have to balance oxygen. So how many oxygen are there? 12. So we put 6 multiplied by 2, that's make 12. Oxygen is balanced. Then followed by hydrogen. Hydrogen are 24. We want to make 24, so we put 8. Because 8 multiplied by 3 makes 24. So hydrogen is also balanced. Now to balance the nitrogen, how many nitrogen we need? You can write here, this I was counting, 6 multiply, here we have like 6 nitrogen and here 8, 14. So we need 14. What should be the number here to get 14? So it should be 7. So 6, 8 and 7. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
So for balancing the equation, we start with oxygen followed by hydrogen and then other element. In equation 2, one molecule of a urea break down to form one molecule of ammonia and another molecule. Complete the chemical equation to show the formation of the other molecule formed. And we just have to complete a chemical. So look, how many nitrogen are there in this equation? How many nitrogen are there? There are 2 nitrogen because it's 2. How many hydrogens are there? There are 4 hydrogen. And how many carbon? 1 carbon and 1 oxygen. And out of them, out of 4 nitrogen, we use 1 nitrogen. Out of 2 nitrogen, we use 1 nitrogen here. And out of 4 hydrogen, we use 3 here. So what will be the remaining compound? How the remaining compound will look like? Or what we are left with? So we are left with N. So we are left with NHCO. Because they just mentioned, we have to complete the equation to show the formula of the other molecule formed. Like we don't have to balance this. We just want what will be the other substance which is left. So we count the left hand side and the right hand side. So we just make the number of the atom on the left hand side and the right hand side same. So we just count like we were having 2 nitrogen, so 1 is already used, so 1 is left. 4 hydrogen were there. Out of 4, if 3 are used, 1 is left. And carbon and oxygen are not used. That's why we write in this manner. Equation 3, add the missing state symbols. So what is the state of metal carbonate? Solid, good.
Solid.
What is the state of acids?
Aqueous.
Aqueous.
Liquid.
No, acids are aqueous. Water will be liquid and carbon dioxide is a gas. You don't say acid as a liquid. That is wrong. Because acids are dissolved in water. That's why acids and alkalis are always aqueous. Acids, alkalis, and soluble salt solution. Question 4. Rust contain iron 3 oxide. Phosphoric acid H3PO4 can be used to remove the rust from iron object and prevent further rusting. Write a chemical equation for reaction between.
So, Mr., it will form iron phosphate plus water.
Yes.
So, yeah, but we have to write the chemical equation. So first, what are the reactant? Write a chemical equation for reaction between iron 3 oxide and phosphoric acid to form. So first iron 3 oxide, you have to write a correct formula. So iron 3 oxide, iron valency, the Roman number is representing the oxidation number. So iron is +3 and oxygen group 6, so -2. So iron 3 oxide formula will be Fe2O3. That's right. Then phosphoric acid formula is already given. As we know, like sulfuric acid gives sulfate salt, nitric acid gives nitrate salt, hydrochloric acid gives chloride salt. So phosphoric acid gives phosphate salt. And what is the valency of the phosphate? The valency of phosphate is 3. So if it will form iron 3 phosphate, so what is the formula for iron 3 phosphate? Iron is +3. The formula for iron 3 phosphate, iron is +3 and phosphate is PO4 with a charge -3. If the two valencies are same, then we don't have to cross multiply. So formula for iron 3 phosphate will be FePO4 only. And then because acid is reacting with metal oxide, so it will form salt and water. This is the first part. We write equation like we wrote. Now the second part is a balancing. We start balancing with oxygen, followed by hydrogen and then other element. So we have, if you see 3 plus 4, 7 oxygen, we have 4, so we put 3, oxygen is balanced. Then hydrogen, this side we have 2, other side we have 3, so when we put 2, so hydrogen is 6 here and hydrogen, if we put 3, hydrogen is 6, so hydrogen is balanced. Then we check about the iron, Fe. So iron is 2 here, but iron is 1, so we put 2, iron is also balanced. So this equation is balanced. So first thing, whenever you're writing, whenever you want to complete an equation, first thing is writing a correct formula. If your formula is wrong, it means you will never be able to balance it correctly. So the correct equation, when we were having iron 3 oxide, it was reacting with phosphoric acid. As a result, it formed iron 3 phosphate plus water. And then when we balance, we start with oxygen. So 7 oxygen, we should have 7, we put 3 here. Then hydrogen, 6 here, so we put 2, hydrogen is balanced. Then iron 2, so we put 2, iron is also balanced, and phosphate is also phosphorus. So rest of all of them are balanced. Titanium 4 chloride is heated in excess of a magnesium in an atmosphere of argon. The balance equation for that, so you have to write a balance equation. You have like example 4 chloride, so you put 2, so chlorine is balanced, magnesium 2 and titanium is 1. So this equation is balanced, you just have to put 2. Titanium 4 chloride can react with sodium instead of magnesium. The reaction between titanium 4 chloride and sodium is similar to that of magnesium. Then we have to write a chemical equation for that. So first, what is the formula for titanium 4 chloride? So titanium is valency is 4 and chlorine is group 7 -1. So titanium 4 chloride will be TiCl4. So first thing is writing a correct formula, TiCl4. Reacted with sodium, sodium is a metal, so it will be an atom, Na. As a result, sodium will displace, so it will form titanium plus sodium chloride. And what is the formula for sodium chloride? Sodium is group 1 and chlorine is group 7, so +1 -1, sodium chloride is NaCl. Now second part is balancing the equation, first completing and then balance. So we have 4 chlorides, so we put 4, chlorine is balanced, then we have 4 sodium, so 4, that is also balanced. So we have to balance the equation, so putting 4 here, this will balance chlorine, sodium and titanium. After titanium 4 chloride is heated with magnesium, unreacted magnesium is removed by adding an excess of a hydrochloric acid. The hydrochloric acid also dissolve magnesium chloride. Then dilute hydrochloric acid does not react with titanium or dissolve it. We have to write a, so basically we have to, this is a chemical reaction, this is not a chemical reaction. So we have to write an equation for formation of magnesium chloride when magnesium is reacting with hydrochloric acid. So when magnesium is there, Mg react with hydrochloric acid HCl, it gives magnesium chloride. So magnesium is group 2, so plus 2, and chlorine is group 7, minus 1. So magnesium chloride will be MgCl2. Because acid is reacting with the metal, so it will give hydrogen gas as well. And to balance, we put 2, so hydrogen is also balanced. So we put 2 before the HCl, so hydrogen is balanced. In question 6, dolomite is a similar rock to limestone. The dolomite contains magnesium carbonate. Write a chemical equation for reaction between magnesium carbonate and nitric acid. So if we have magnesium carbonate, like metal carbonate, you can use any part of the screen. It's not necessary you use the same space. You can use any part on the screen to answer. So it is reacting with nitric acid. So acid react with metal carbonate. It will give salt, water, and carbon dioxide. So magnesium is group 2 and carbonate is minus 2. So MgCO3. Nitric acid is HNO3. It will give magnesium nitrate. So the formula is important. Magnesium is plus 2 and nitrate is minus 1. So magnesium nitrate will be MgNO3 in a bracket 2. Like salt, water will be there, which is H2O plus carbon dioxide. And then after writing an equation, you just have to balance. As I mentioned, start with oxygen, followed by hydrogen, and then other element. So 6 oxygen. Here we have 9. So if you put 2, oxygen is balanced. Then hydrogen, already 2 here and 2, it's balanced. Carbon 1, 1 balanced. Magnesium 1, 1 balanced. Nitrogen 2 and nitrogen 2 is also balanced. So we just have to put before the nitric acid, so that equation will be balanced. Question 7. Write a chemical equation for action of a heat on sodium nitrate. If we heat sodium nitrate, potassium and sodium nitrate decompose in the same manner. So what will be the product?
Nitrite.
So nitrite.
Sodium nitrite.
So sodium nitrite. So NaNO3, sodium nitrate will decompose into sodium nitrite, NaNO plus
oxygen.
Oxygen. Then what is the balance equation for this? Balance this equation. Yeah, 2 here and 2. So the equation is balanced because 6 oxygen, 2 multiplied by 2, 4 plus 2, 6, sodium and nitrate. Sodium and nitrogen are also balanced. So potassium and sodium nitrate decompose and give metal nitride plus oxygen. If it was from calcium till copper, it will give metal oxide plus nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen. Write a chemical equation for reaction that take place when a zinc sulfide is roasted in air. When a zinc sulfide is reacting with air, oxygen mainly. So zinc sulfide plus oxygen gives zinc oxide plus sulfur dioxide. Then what will be the balance equation? So zinc sulfide plus oxygen gives zinc oxide plus sulfur dioxide. Then the balance equation is not balanced. Not sulfur, sulfur dioxide is formed. SO2. So what's the use of writing 2 with all of them? Look, the equation, just a minute. You will balance, I will write neatly. So if we have zinc oxide, zinc sulfide is there and it is roasted in air. As a result, it will form zinc oxide plus sulfur dioxide. That is the equation. Now the balancing part. Start with oxygen. Hydrogen is not there, then other element. So we have 2. So if I put 2 here and I put 2 here, so oxygen is balanced because 2 into 4 and 4 here. Then zinc is 2. Or so you put 2, zinc is balanced, and if I put 2, sulfur is also, but now oxygen is not balanced. So what we have to do, this is 2 oxygen, this one is 4 oxygen. So 6, we have to make it 6 oxygen. So how we can make 6 oxygen? By putting 3 here. So oxygen will be balanced. Is it clear? So it is 2Zn plus 3O2 gives 2ZNO plus 2SO2. Write a chemical equation for reaction of calcium oxide and silicon oxide and suggest why it is a neutralization. What was the equation? So calcium oxide is a basic oxide. So calcium oxide plus silicon 4 oxide is an acidic oxide. That's why it is called a neutralization. Silicon oxide is not Si2O4. Silicon oxide is SiO2. Because silicon is plus 4 and oxygen is minus 2. So when we simplify this, this is 2 is to 1. So the formula of silicon oxide is SiO2, not Si2O4. Because the simplest ratio, formula should always be in a simplest ratio. So it will form a slag. Calcium oxide plus silicon oxide gives slag, CaSiO3, which is known as a slag. And why it is a neutralization reaction?
Because it produces
Basic
water.
oxide reacts with acidic oxide.
Basic oxide react with acidic oxide. Like you will mention calcium oxide is a basic oxide and silicon 4 oxide is an acidic oxide. So when acid react with the base or acidic oxide react with the basic oxide, these are refers to neutralization. So this like first 3 pages, in which the first one was just the name of the assignment. So 2 pages we did. Next session we'll do more from this.